if you're a kept woman, you'll always get the short end of the stick. That's just it. Because when you are kept, number one thing that happens to you, you have this purposeless boredom. Like your life looks beautiful. It's almost like what do we call them? The white elephants. Like they look so beautiful outside, but they do nothing. There's nothing else that you're doing in your life that brings you purpose. The second thing that happens when you're a kept woman is that your skills go into hibernation. Let's say, for instance, you were working before you got married, and you were either in the finance world, fashion world, whichever world that you were operating in. What happens is that now that you are not working, you're not able to sharpen your skills. So when you're not able to sharpen your skills, you are no longer cutting edge. Like there's nothing to strive for. Our brains are lazy. That's the number one thing. So your brain does not want to exert itself. So when you decide that you're going to go into skill hibernation, your brain stops wanting to grow, wanting to exert itself. You have to put yourself in an environment where you force yourself to grow, you force yourself to develop. A lot of people think that when you are reading a self-help book, that you are making ground, you are advancing yourself. But the thing is, skills and even the level of ambition in your life is only tested when you're doing something, when you have put your skill into practice. The third thing that happens to a lot of us when we become kept women is that we get into a permanent potential kind of space whereby you are never growing. Like you have this picture of your future self. You always do. You're like, I wanted this for myself. I wanted to achieve 1, 2, 3 things. Whether other people thinks it's frivolous or it's something that has deep meaning or has an impact to society, whichever one of these things, what happens is that we never get there because again we lost our ability to drive our ambition, our skills, and so forth. The permanent potential status makes us live in the now and in the tomorrow, but never achieving that future self that we have always wanted. The unfortunate thing that happens with these three things is that we deteriorate and then we lose our self-confidence, because self-confidence comes from that deep place of knowing who you are. And even if you don't know who you are, you have a sense of purpose. You have a sense of why you wake up every single morning. You have a sense of, I am contributing to this society. I am contributing to the well-being of my family. I am contributing something. And you can see movement. That's so important. I am telling you, it's almost like going to the gym. Because when you go to the gym, that first day, nothing happens. You're sweating, you have lactic acid, your body pains, like you're in pain everywhere, but you do not see any result. But the more you do it, the more you start feeling better. If you're unable to tie your shoe now, you're able to tie your shoe. Simple things like the quality of your sleep gets better and so forth. That is the same way when you get out of the mold of being a kept woman. You start seeing those steps, you start seeing those results, and it brings fulfillment.